Hello, King the Drafter Deadpool here, and welcome back to SkyFactory 2.5. Ha 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 ha! Yes, I got some Deadpool skin guy in my spawner. Fresh means, so I got his head, and apparently he has a Deadpool skin. So very cool head, very cool head, and yeah, we are here by the magical crop first patch of plants that, as you can see, they are all grown. So the machine, the farming station, needs power, and as promised, or as I anticipated at the end of the last episode, we are gonna power this thing up. I will show you a little bit down here what I did. Basically, I had a lot of comments. First of all, thanks for all the comments on suggestions about powering up, an early to mid-game power setup, and I came up with a pretty cool solution, I hope, that we are going to build today. This is the starting point of this. So you can see I connected all those blocks, all those empty, for the moment, empty blocks with energy conduit. I made a few of them, and I made a what's called infinite source of water over here, and I have a few lava tanks that I'm gonna put down. For the moment, let's put them 4. Well, I can put them all 6, why not? I made over there, well, you can't see it, I'll show it. I modified my crucible. So what we're going to use today, it's this thing over here from Immersive Engineering, Thermoelectric Generator, which is super cool, I grant you. To make it, we are gonna need a lot of steel, this Constantan plate, and the usual copper wire coil. The Constantan plate are made by hammering a Constantan ingot, which is made, surprisingly. I use the induction smelter, and I use this recipe even though it requires more RF. I didn't want to pulverize again copper and nickel or ferrous or whatever, so I just use ingots. So 1 copper, 1 ferrous or nickel gives you 2 Constantan ingots. You can also use this recipe here for the alloy smelter, but you're gonna need no, I missed it. Yeah, you're gonna need pulverized grit or copper or nickel to make 2 Constantan grit, and then no, I think there was another recipe. Well, let's not waste too much time. I use this one, induction smelter. So we're gonna need a few of them. For the first layer, we actually gonna need 25. So let's hop upstairs. I'll go back where I have my my ingot production machine. Hop, there we go. Magic of the video editing. And I think I need to make a bit more Constantan, which are those guys. Where are they? Ah, here, Constantan ingots. So let's grab half a stack of copper and half a stack of ferrous ingots. This will give us another stack of these materials. So copper and was the other way around. Anyways, let's grab what we made already, and there's already some stuff going on here. We're gonna need some copper. Let's grab another stack, and I have sticks. So we need a lot of these. Steel, well, it's here, but it's not made in this setup. It's made in the blast furnace over here. As you can see, I'm producing more. So let's try to make the first thermoelectric generator block together. Then I'll make the other 24 off camera, and we're gonna place them down and see how they work. Oh, I forgot the iron, dang it. Quickly, let me run back, literally run back over there, and let's grab a stack of iron like this. Sort my inventory over there. Okay, let's go over here. Let's make the copper wire first. So copper ingots and stick. Then surround them with, surround one iron ingot with the copper coil, the low voltage wire coil. Copper coil. Copper coil sounds good. And let's grab 8 of these. So we get only 8 of the copper wire coil. We need to make more. And then we're gonna make the Constantan plate. So let's hammer them down. In our crafting area, I believe this will get consumed. Let's see. Yes, yes. So let's make, no. Let's make the whole stack and we'll see how much we need. And then 5 plates, 1 copper, and 3 steel. There we go. And that's our first thermoelectric generator block. Let me place it down, like so. So how does it work? It works with different, temperature, I don't know how to say it in English very well. So with thermal excursion, different temperatures on each side of the block. So for instance, you have to get something like water on this block, lava on this block, and the difference in temperature will produce energy. You can do the same on the other 2 sides. So basically you can have all 4 sides active with different temperature liquid. So you can also use a cryo something, yeah, this guy, cryothium on one side and the blazing pyrothium tank, blazing pyrothium liquid on the other side. And this setup with the cryo, whatever it's called, and the pyrothium, it will give you the maximum efficiency, something like 30 RF per tick, 30 or 31. With water and lava you will get only half of that, 15 or 14. We're gonna check that later. So hang in there while I make all the other 24 of these thermoelectric generator, and we're gonna place them down in the area below the magical crop patch. Hang in there. Alright, the 25 thermoelectric generators block are done, and while we are at this, I want to make the next bank, the next capacitor bank, called Capacitor Bank, that stores 5 million RF to put on top of my setup. So I'm gonna need 4 electrical steel, which I already made, and you can see the recipe with the induction smelter, like so, steel and silicon. Or if you want to save, you can use the alloy smelter with iron, coal powder or pulverized coal, and the silicon. And then we're gonna also need some of these double layer capacitor, which are some kind of upgrade also for machines, and a block of redstone that I already have. So we're gonna need to make some of those. I think I have already all the materials somewhere, probably here. So this is the electrical steel, this is the energetic alloy that we're gonna need, and we're checking the recipe in a second. Let me grab the powdered coal, or whatever it's called, pulverized coal. Yes. So let's take a look at the recipe for the energetic alloy, which is this one, glowstone, gold and redstone in the alloy smelter. Quite expensive actually, so this is not cheap. This is not cheap. Sorry, I overrode this. I want this guy, and I want to make 4 of those, like so. And then we got everything set up for the capacitor bank. So I will get rid of some of these things that we will not need. I will skip the night, and we're gonna place down the thermoelectric generators. So here we are in the designated area for this machine, I mean for this power supply, power generation, and let's start to put them down like so in a checkered pattern. You can do whichever pattern you want, just make sure that you have an empty space on each side, and I think you know, well, let's do this on camera while we talk a bit. It's quite relaxing. And also make sure that you don't have any flammable material next to it, because as I said before, we're gonna use lava for this. So everything that burns is a no-no, like wood, wool, and so on. Let's grab our 2 buckets. Let's fill one up with lava, and now the fun part begins. So you can do whichever way you like. Just make sure that you have in opposite sides lava and water, like so. So I'm gonna do the rest of camera, and you're gonna see the result from that top balcony over there. Hang in there, guys. And here we go. If I see things correctly, I made no mistakes, and surprisingly I never died. So that's the first layer with 25 thermoelectric generators, and that's all. That's it. Basically we're just going up here. We connect the last block of power. I think I have to go up a few blocks, maybe 2, because I will not reach here. And there we go. That's our farming station. Maybe we can do something smart first and put down the capacitor bank, because I want to see how this guy performs, how much energy it produces, like so. Let's say we put down the capacitor bank here at this level, like so. And check this out, a whopping 640 RF per tick. Wow. And that's only one layer of thermoelectric generators. As you could see, they are a bit expensive, yes, but I mean, there is no maintenance at all for this machine, for this setup. So yeah. Now we turn on the power. Is it on already? Well, I think so. Yeah, power is already going into the what's called into the farming station, and I think we are going even. Yes, it's consuming exactly the same amount of RF of power that it's using. So we are great. We're good for this layer. I have to clean up. And yeah, you can put more layers, as you could see, quite an easy setup. And that's all, really, that's all. There's no maintenance, there's no waste, there's no bioproduct, there's nothing else. I'm gonna tie up this mess, and oh, look at that. Since it's not harvesting or planting, we're also getting energy, 5 million RF, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna build more of those capacitor banks, and I'm gonna put them down. So let me tie up. Ooh, there goes the slab, and yeah, why not? Let me clean up a bit. Let me remove this column of stone, and then we're gonna go upstairs and take a look at the comments of the day. I picked 2 of them. See you in a bit. So I got everything ready for the second layer of thermoelectric generators, and because the power is gonna get through the thermoelectric generators themselves from the top and the bottom, you can stack them one on top of the other. And yeah, the only thing you have to be careful is that you need source blocks for lava and water, so you cannot just put one source block on top and let it flow down until the end of your columns of thermoelectric generators. So for each thermoelectric generators you need 2 source blocks. I mean 4, because we're using 4 sides. So 2 lava, 2 water. Okay, time for the comment of the day. First comment: put 4 loot bags together and create the next level bag, all the way up to legendary loot bags. Probably a packager for them would be a good way to go. You could also add a loot recycler to take care of all the extra mob drops. You'll need a few filters to restrict what goes in, what goes into it, but it doesn't require power, so that is a plus. Oh, very good. Solar panels for power is a really great way to go for renewable power. Robert Miller, thank you very much for the comment. And I actually forgot about the loot bags. I didn't know there were legendary loot bags. So definitely gonna use the packager. And I'm also gonna take a look at this recycler. Let's take a look. Recycler, there you go. Loot recycler, haha, from loot bags. So, this is gonna create loot bags apparently. We can actually make it very quickly. 1 chest, 1 ingot and some stones. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure I have iron ingots here. Gonna need 1. Then let's go grab a chest and some of those stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And chest. Do we have a chest here? I don't see one, so let's make one quickly. Oops, that's my dolly. Okay, chest in here. Iron ingot in here. Oops. Loot recycler. Let's see. Let's put it down. Aha, so, okay. So you basically have to send items here. No, probably the, okay. The mob, let's do, I have some, pretty sure I have some useless stuff here. Let's see. Aha, look at that. 1 stack of rotten flesh produces storage loot value to 1856 out of 2000. So 1 stack of rotten flesh, it's a little bit less than 1 loot bag. This is very cool. I'm gonna, and doesn't use power, as he said, very cool. So I'm gonna modify my loot, my mob grinder. I'm gonna implement this, so with some filters. This is gonna be awesome, amazing. And we're also gonna implement the legendary loot bag thingy with this guy, the compactor, because it has the recursive compacting. And yeah, that is cool. So let's grab it back in my pickaxe, and let's read the second comment for today. You should replace the chests holding sifting byproducts, the redstone, skystone, glowstone, etc. with Joppa's better barrels, and link them up with EnderIO item conduits. That way you get the items both sorted by type and with default barrels can store 64 stacks. Die young, die fast. Yeah, that's a very good idea, especially because, yeah, we are running out of space. We already are out of space here in this diamond chest. So I'm gonna do that probably in between episodes. And another comment by XDimi, one of my recent subscribers. Totally forgot that I have a lot of ancient spores. I completely forgot how this works, so let's grab 2 of those. Let's grab a couple of dirt blocks, because yeah, with ancient spores, dirt is here, you can make mycelium. And I completely forgot, even though I have so many ancient spores in my storage. And voila! So the witch water station is more or less completed. We can start to think of automating soul sand production over here. But yeah, I think let's go over the magical crops area. I tossed a couple of stacks of bone meal in the farming station. I'm not sure if it actually works. Well, the bone meal is consumed, but I don't think the miniature essence production is sped up, because the magical crop doesn't use the bone meal. It uses this thing here called magical fertilizer. Yeah, magical fertilizer, which is kind of expensive. So we're not gonna do that until at least we have and later in the game. It's not impossible, but it's a bit expensive now. But still, this is working fine. So this bone meal is completely wasted. Nice, I like that. Well, I have a lot of bones, and yeah, this is working. It works fine. Yay! I'm happy. Woohoo! Power. I think these thermoelectric generators are a little bit overpowered, so maybe they will get nerfed or balanced, I should say. But we will see how it works out. So thank you very much for all the comments, guys. I'm very impressed. I don't know, overwhelmed by the number of comments and the new subscribers and views I'm getting for this series. I really did not expect that. Maybe I'm doing something good. Who knows? And yeah, don't forget to comment again on this episode. Give me your ideas and suggestions. And I hope you're having a good day. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Ciao, ciao.